in Chicago, Illinois until I was 9 years old. Family moved to a farm in Benton Harbor, Michigan, about 150 miles east of Chicago, on the other side of Lake Michigan. And lived on the farm then for the rest of my childhood until I went to college. And the farm was a very defining influence in a lot of people's lives, and mine included. It was what's referred to as a truck farm, and the reason for that name is that we grew almost anything that you could put on a truck and haul to the market and sell. So the crops included asparagus and cherries and tomatoes, peaches, plums, apples, grapes, cucumbers on occasion, and similar crops. Some tree crops, apples, peaches, pears, plums, cherries, and a lot of what are referred to as field crops, things that grow in the soil. Notice I didn't say dirt. One of my older brothers is a PhD in soil science, so we call him a doctor of dirt, but he doesn't appreciate that. Anyhow, the farm was 40 acres, and we rented another 40 to 60 acres, and so we would typically farm between 60 and 100 acres, and it's a lot of work. You do a lot of work for 1 acre of property. It's a lot different than a grain or commodity type farming. But excellent place to learn how to overhaul tractors, which is what I did most of the winter, and then manage the place. There were 8 boys in the family. My father quickly learned. Both he and my mother were city folks. They were born and raised in Chicago. But something happened, and they decided it was not a good place to raise a big family. So with 8 kids, they moved to a farm and didn't know the first thing about farming. So my dad found work in the city, and the boys, or 8 boys in the family, ran the farm. So the oldest boy took over as kind of the straw boss, and made most of the decisions and drove most of the tractors. And then as he would grow up and go to college, the next older boy would take over. My next older brother was 5 years older than me, so as an 8th grader, I got to start running the farm. And that lasted through high school, from about 1959 through 1965. And then I went to college, and my next younger brother ran the farm. So that's how it worked. And the folks did a great job of raising 10 kids and on a farm. It was amazing. I often think about that, but I doubt that I could have had the stamina or the foresight or the persistence to do that today. It's a good place to raise kids. There's just not much of the distraction, especially the negative distraction that can occur in city life. We didn't screw around at all. We hoed tomatoes and picked anything that was growing and planted them, and you name it, we were doing it.